Are you holding on so tight that you're blocking your own peace? Are you holding on to things so tight that you are blocking your own peace? So today I'm talking about releasing your need for control. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Shanita. I am your mindset coach. I help individuals to heal from their traumatic experiences as well as uncover and discover who they are so they can begin to live a life of wholeness and purpose. So let's get right into it. You know, for many years, especially when I became an adult, I had this need for control because I felt that if I was in control, things would go right, things would be right, and everything would be okay. You know, that need of control came from my lack of trust in others. And I want you to start thinking about it. Where do your need for control come from? Where did it come from? My need for control came from my lack of trust in others, and my lack of trust in others came from my unmet childhood needs. You see how I pinpointed all the way back to unmet childhood needs? You may need to pinpoint it all the way back. You may need to pinpoint it back to some type of trauma experience you've had. But recognize your need for control is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is just stopping you from moving forward. It is just stopping you from having peace. It is just stopping you from having joy. Your need for control is not healthy. So let's figure out what we can do today, because I got 3 tips for you. Number 1, I want you to actually accept that some things are outside of your control. Let's talk about this, because based on what's going on in society today, based on what news is telling us today, there's a lot of things that are outside of our control. We have to accept that there are things that's going on that is outside of our control. Outside of our control. Accept it. Let it resonate with you. Release it. Okay, you definitely want to release things that's going on today, because if you don't release it, you're going to always walk around either with anxiety, depression, or be angry all the time. So just release it and let it go. Number 2, I want you to focus on what you do have control, which is your actions, your attitude, and your choices. Once again, those are your actions, your attitude, your choices. Once again, your actions, your attitude, and your choices. Those are the things that you have control over. And that's what I want you to focus on. Your actions, your attitude, and your choices. And the third one I want you to do is practice mindfulness. Practice staying in the present. Practice staying in the present. Mindfulness. We're going to let go of things we don't have control over. We're going to recognize what we do have control over. And we're going to practice staying in the present. And that's really important, because if you do not practice staying in the present, your mind going to automatically go to, what if this happens? What if that happens? What am I going to do? What do I need to do now in order for that not to happen? Not realizing you don't have control over the future. Okay? Hate to break the bad news to you. You don't have control. What you have control over is your present, which is your actions, your attitude, and your choices. All right, so just so you know, letting go of control does not mean giving up. That doesn't mean you're going to sit on the couch like, well, I ain't got no control over anything, so I'm going to just sit here and do nothing. I'm going to just kind of just be and not progress in life. No, it doesn't mean that. It just does mean, though, you're making room for peace in your life. And you're releasing what is not yours to carry. You're making room for peace in your life, and you releasing what is not yours to carry. We could do this, can't we? Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's go over those 3 again. We're going to accept that some things are just outside of our control. They're just outside of our control. We have no control over some things. Number 2, we're going to focus on what we do have control over, which is our actions, our attitudes, and our choices. And number 3, we're going to practice mindfulness. We're going to practice mindfulness, and we're going to stay in the present moment. That's all I have for you today. Once again, I am Shanita. I'm your mindset coach. I help individuals to heal from the traumatic experiences, as well as discover who they are so they can begin to live a life of wholeness and purpose. Until next time, release control. Let it go. See you next time.